The biggest communication problem is we do not listen to understand. We listen to reply, according to Stephen Covey. That's one of the biggest weaknesses that I have outlined in the Department of Homeland Security. Today we're going to be focusing on the Neighborhood Pact. It is a program that I think would be beneficial to the Department of Homeland Security as a nationwide push to help prepare local communities to access kits online, to create community councils. With these Pact kits, they can prepare, launch to action, communicate, and train to be more prepared in the event of any natural disaster, terrorist attack, or any issue that would arise within the community, state, or nation. Implementing these Pact programs nationwide would be the key to bridging this communication gap and arming our citizens with information that they want and tools that they need. Now, the things to focus on is what are we doing to become more prepared and preventative for future natural disasters? Well, this program has a way to prepare this community for those particular emergencies. And again, the focus is PACT stands for Prepare, Act, Communicate, and Train. These are very similar to the same steps used by first responders, but just on a larger scale. Using these particular skills with a community-based program that will derive from information handed down from emergency management agencies that's leaked to NIMS, our National Incident Management System. So this would take all of the information the government deemed appropriate and necessary to enact in the case of an emergency that's handed down to EMA, that's then passed on through to these community neighborhood PACT programs. This would allow, within a very few minutes of time, of fluid action. This would allow, under their application for priority needs, this would help to offset the lack of preparedness and communication. And one key element that was brought to my attention in researching for this project was the key for after the effect of a natural disaster or terrorist attack would be the need for a critical incident stress debriefing. The important element here is that we focus on mental health even after a natural emergency has occurred. And these PACT kits would help under the technology development section, would help with community involvement, community preparedness, their action, communication, training. This community council is created and invokes all area emergency agencies, and they have meetings and work together and create training. They implement these training scenarios and utilize these to work on any bugs or kinks in their systems, making sure that they become a very fluid motion in the event of any kind of issue, whether it be tornado, weather related, or a terrorist attack. Once they work out the bugs in the system, they can then launch it out to the communities, rural community, inner city community, low income and poverty areas. And one thing this research project then made us aware is that low income and poverty area communities are often hardest hit due to their limited resources to be able to prepare for an incident, to be able to build their homes or have the adequate supplies that they need to be able to survive such an incident. They're also one of the areas with the most serious injuries, often fatal due to those same circumstances. And these particular PACT kits and community councils that are created will help to offset the need, the injury, the risk. And the critical incident stress debriefing came to light in seeing that they have more incidents of mental health related emergencies as well. These scenarios worked great in my law enforcement career. They would also be very, very beneficial in a situation like this to work through these terrible losses, to help get resources to them in an expedited fashion. And I look forward to continuing to grow with this project and continue to work on it even after the class subsides. And one thing I would like to leave, as Winston Churchill says, that courage is what it takes to stand up and speak, and courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. And that's where we are with this project. Thank you.